We spend so much time searching for answers, tirelessly seeking explanations to life's big questions, those profound inquiries that echo through our minds. Why are we here? What is the reason for our existence? What is our purpose? What grand design are we meant to fulfill? But maybe the real question is not why we live. Perhaps the key lies elsewhere, but how we live. How do we choose to experience each day? What if we set aside the search for a grand purpose, releasing the pressure to find some monumental meaning, and simply focus on being present, moment by moment, embracing the beauty of the immediate? Mindfulness isn't about solving the universe's mysteries. It's not about intellectual understanding. It's about paying attention to the life unfolding right now, the subtle nuances of our daily existence. When we wash the dishes, just wash the dishes. Feel the warmth of the water, the texture of the soap. When we drink tea, just drink tea. Savor the aroma, the taste, the warmth spreading through your body. The miracle is in being fully present for these simple acts. The ordinary becomes extraordinary when we give it our full attention. This is the beginning of a peaceful, mindful life. A life lived with intention and awareness. We don't need to look for a destination or a final answer. The journey itself is the reward. Instead, we find our home in each step, grounding ourselves in the present moment, each breath, the very essence of life, sustaining us in every moment. The teachings of the Buddha are a gentle guide, offering wisdom and insight, showing us how to live with awareness, paying close attention to our thoughts, feelings and sensations, and compassion, extending kindness to ourselves and others. We don't need to understand everything or have all the answers. It's okay to not know. We only need to be here, now, fully present in this very moment. This is the invitation of a mindful life, a life of peace, joy, and fulfillment. The question of why can be set down, freeing us from its relentless pursuit. How to live is answered with each mindful breath, each inhale and exhale a testament to our presence. In Buddhism, our existence doesn't need a grand justification. A cloud doesn't ask its purpose. It simply floats and gives rain. We too can just be ourselves, fully present in each moment. We are already a miracle of life. No need to strive to become something else. This understanding is a gentle release from the burden of searching for meaning. Our mission is simply to be alive, to breathe, to walk, to see the sky. Like appreciating a flower, we can appreciate ourselves without demanding a reason. Mindfulness invites us to return to our being, not our doing. Sitting with our breath, we honor the life that we are. The path is not about reaching a destination. It's about walking itself. Each step can be a step of peace, each breath a breath of nourishment. We don't need to wait for a special moment to be happy. Joy is found in being alive, right here, right now. For a brief moment, we are part of the universe's wonder, and that is enough. To live well, to truly flourish and experience life to its fullest, we must first understand our suffering. It's a fundamental step on the path to inner peace and lasting happiness. Ignoring our pain only allows it to fester and grow. The Buddha, in his profound wisdom, taught that suffering arises from our attachments and aversions. The very things we believe will bring us happiness often become the source of our deepest pain. It's the constant cycle of clinging tightly to what we desperately want and pushing away with equal force what we don't want, creating an internal battleground. This internal struggle creates tension, a knot of anxiety that tightens with each unmet desire and avoided discomfort. It's like trying to hold back a powerful river with your bare hands, an impossible task that only leads to exhaustion and frustration. Our minds, often misguided, tell us we need certain external things, possessions, relationships, achievements, to finally be happy and complete. And when we inevitably don't get them, or when they don't live up to our expectations, we experience the sting of disappointment and the weight of suffering. Even when we do manage to acquire these things, we live in constant fear of losing them, creating a new source of anxiety and attachment. These deeply ingrained patterns of attachment and aversion are the very roots of our unhappiness, the hidden foundation upon which our suffering is built. They manifest as anger, a burning fire that consumes us from within, fear, a paralyzing force that holds us captive, jealousy, a corrosive emotion that poisons our relationships, and despair, a heavy blanket that smothers our hope. Mindfulness, the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment, helps us look deeply at our suffering, to understand its origins and its nature. It teaches us not to run from it, to deny its existence, but to hold it gently, with compassion and understanding, like a parent comforting a child. By recognizing and embracing our pain, by acknowledging its presence without resistance, we begin the transformative process of healing. Suffering in its essence is not a permanent state. It is not a fixed entity that defines us. It's a form of energy that can be transformed, like compost that, while initially unpleasant, nourishes new life and allows growth to flourish. The roots of suffering lie deep within us, within our own minds and hearts, and because they are within us, we also possess the inherent power to change them, to cultivate new seeds of peace and joy. By gently letting go of our insatiable cravings and looking at our deepest fears with compassion and understanding, we begin to see that true happiness isn't dependent on external things, on fleeting pleasures or material possessions. It's a way of being, a state of mind that we can actively cultivate through mindful awareness and compassionate action. By understanding the nature of suffering, by acknowledging its presence and learning to work with it, we find the path to lasting peace and contentment. We learn to water the seeds of joy, compassion, and wisdom that already exist within us, allowing them to blossom and flourish. This is the heart of true transformation, the alchemical process of turning suffering into wisdom and pain into peace. Even surrounded by people, we can feel deeply alone. This loneliness is part of being human. We exist within our own consciousness, our own island of self. Instead of escaping this island, we can learn to cultivate it, making it a beautiful place to be. When we're at peace with our aloneness, we're no longer desperate for others to fill a void. We become a refuge for ourselves, and from this fullness, we connect more deeply with others. Our relationships become joyful sharing, not attempts to fill emptiness. Practice returning to your island with your breath. Breathing in, I come home to myself. Breathing out, I feel at ease. Each breath carries us back to our own being. Sitting quietly, we become our own best friend. Loneliness transforms into strength and solitude. It becomes the solid ground on which we stand, peaceful and free. Everything is always changing, nothing is permanent. Our lives, relationships, and feelings flow like a river. We suffer when we try to stop this flow, clinging to pleasure or resisting pain. But the river of life cannot be stopped. Impermanence is everywhere, in seasons, in breath, in our own bodies. Accepting change allows us to love and appreciate things while they are here. Knowing a moment is fleeting makes it precious. Embracing impermanence brings freedom and gratitude. We learn to let go gracefully, making space for new things to arise. Life is a continuous process of transformation. By accepting this, we find peace in the midst of change. Let's observe impermanence in daily life and learn to flow with it. This is the wisdom of the river. Our minds can feel heavy, filled with worries and regrets. Thoughts race, pulling us in many directions, like clouds covering the blue sky of our true nature. We forget the sky is always there, even when obscured. Mindfulness teaches us to be the sky, not the clouds. We observe thoughts and feelings without getting swept away. When worry arises, simply notice it, no need to follow or fight it. Let thoughts float by like clouds in the vast sky of awareness. This practice takes gentleness and patience. Our minds have old habits. When lost in thought, gently return to the breath, our anchor in the present. With practice, we see we are not our thoughts, but the awareness behind them. This creates space and freedom. The clouds may come and go, but our true home is the clear, peaceful sky within. Rest in that spaciousness. This is the freedom of the mind. The only moment we truly have is now. The past is gone, the future not yet here. Life happens in the present. When we dwell in the past or worry about the future, we miss the reality of our lives. Mindfulness is a call to come home to the present moment. It's as simple as feeling your feet on the ground, tasting your food, or listening to the rain. Every moment offers a chance to be present. Our breath is our friend. Return to it whenever you feel lost. In presence, we touch life deeply and see its wonders. To be present is to receive the gift of life in every second. This is the miracle of mindfulness. In the here and now, anxieties and regrets lose their power. The present moment is our refuge, our place of healing and peace. Rest here and find nourishment for your journey. There is quiet strength in learning to stand alone. It's not loneliness, but finding stability and peace within yourself. Like a tree rooted in the earth, you draw nourishment from within. This strength comes from being your own friend. listening to your heart and caring for your suffering. You realize you are already whole. With this inner strength, relationships become healthier. You love freely, without clinging. You become a refuge for others because you are a refuge for yourself. To cultivate this, return to yourself again and again. Sit with your thoughts, walk mindfully, breathe deeply, build your inner home with mindful attention. Over time, you discover a deep well of peace and resilience. This is the unshakable strength of truly inhabiting your own life. At the heart of peace is letting go. We carry burdens, resentments, worries, old hurts that weigh us down. Letting go is not forgetting but releasing our attachment to these burdens. It begins with understanding impermanence. Everything changes, even our feelings. When we see this, it's easier to loosen our grip. Letting go brings a quiet freedom. Like setting down a heavy backpack, we have more energy to live and love in the present. We're no longer prisoners of the past or slaves to future anxieties. We can forgive others and ourselves, not for their sake, but for our own freedom. Letting go is a continuous practice. Each breath we release the old and welcome the new. This is the path to true freedom. Live simply, respond freshly, and trust the flow of life. This is the freedom of letting go. In the end, after all the searching, striving, and seeking, the path is simply being. It's about returning to the essence of who you are, stripping away the layers of expectation and pressure. It's not about perfection or becoming someone else, chasing an illusion of an ideal self, but accepting ourselves as we are, flaws and all, embracing our imperfections as part of our unique tapestry. We can stop striving and rest in the awareness, in the profound understanding that being alive is enough, that simply existing, breathing, and experiencing is a gift in itself. Practice this art gently. When you wake, as the world begins to stir, feel your breath, the gentle rhythm of life within you, the warmth of your bed, the comfort that surrounds you, the sounds of morning, the symphony of nature awakening. Smile to the new day and acknowledge the miracle of being alive. Embrace the possibilities that lie ahead. Throughout the day, return to yourself. Find those moments of stillness. Feel your feet. Taste your food. Savor each bite. Listen deeply to the world around you and to the whispers within. Don't try to be mindful all the time. It's not about perfection, just come back whenever you remember. A gentle redirection, a soft return. Each return is a practice in being, a strengthening of your connection to the present moment. Beneath your thoughts, peace is always available, a wellspring of serenity waiting to be tapped. Be kind to yourself. You are a wonder of life. Treat yourself with the same compassion you would offer a dear friend. You don't need to prove your worth. You are inherently valuable, or have all the answers. Embrace the mystery, the unknown. Your only task is to live fully and authentically, to be present for your precious life, to savor each moment, each experience. Breathe in, know you are a wonder, a unique expression of the universe. Breathe out, smile to the wonder that is you. Acknowledge your inherent beauty and strength. Let go of the search and the struggle. Release the need to control, to fix, to change. Rest in the quiet dignity of your own being, in the inherent worthiness that resides within you. This is how to live. This is the art of simply being.